little bit trouble. So yeah, don't know what to tell you. Sorry, might not come through this year.
What kind of trouble, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, it's hard for me to say. I mean, we lost connection. We lost communication with them a while back. I'm sure them down at the location out there are fine, but it's probably some shenanigans between here and there, if you ask me. You know, monsters, all that. Maybe a giant snake or something. If you know, like a
irony.
Yeah, something like that. Werewolves. Who knows? Giant bugs. It could be anything. There's a
Still talking, or you don't?
Yeah, it says there's a city called Arnzo out there. I don't know if you heard about it, but it's along the trail. If you're heading out that way, well, I can't offer anything, but I'm sure the company would appreciate any help in reestablishing our supply lines.
We'll
run through there. Might be able to hear something if you're really bound and determined to help out the Snake King. Quite a ways north, though. Quite a dangerous trek.
North or west to go to?
Well, it's Arnzo. You want to go up north a ways. Follow the river, and probably branch off before you get to Albuquerque. That's that's bad business there, and then head out west from that point. I suppose you could go like northwest from here, but that's not really well-traveled territory. Most of the time, our folks they go up from thereabouts New Durango and head out west from there along the trade road.
Could you draw me a rough map, or do you have a map that I could purchase? That would give me a general idea of where I'm going, so that way I don't take a wrong turn.
I don't got a map exactly, but you happen to have something on your person? I could make a note on there or something.
Yeah, I'll just slide over my tablet.
Okay. Yeah. So he like sees the tablet and is like, oh well, I'm not gonna draw on that. And
well, no, I mean like with like the stylus.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess you can do that. Yeah. So he takes that and says, yeah. So New Durango, thereabouts. Let's see here. I'll move you over to this map for a second here. So New Durango is up here a ways, and then you got Arnzo out in out west along this. Now here, this your line here is rough estimate where this trade road is. That's it kind of connects the settlements out west. Now there aren't very many out there, and honestly, I'm not for sure if some of these more southern ones are even still there. You know, sometimes things can happen, but
oh yeah, it's quite a ways.
Yep, it's quite a trek. I wouldn't expect you to go out there, and that's why most of the time we just kind of hope that they come through.
Well, I mean, give me a moment, sir. I have to speak to my partner here for a second.
Oh, sure, no doubt.
I'm just gonna like basically stand there, like it looks like I'm staring at him, but I'm talking over a headset. Hey, Rudge. Are you there, Mike? I can't remember. Did you say you were leaving?
Yes.
So this fellow has given us insight onto a couple other towns that we could potentially check out. They're quite a ways away, but they might provide... It might be a good idea to head that way anyways, to give us an idea of what's to our west.
Alright.
I'm gonna show him, the map that this guy was drawing for me. I'll send it to your heads-up display.
It's like he outlined this area, and then he mentioned there were like some other cities down here, but didn't really know details on those.
They are, like I said, quite a ways out, but they might be worth scouting out for maybe even potential second settlement.
Oh, excuse me. Where are we? Lone Star?
You guys are in El Paso.
Yeah, so we're like way down here. Yeah, so we're quite a ways from down there.
Yeah, Arnzo is the city that he talked about.
Yeah. But what I was thinking is that if we can get some supplies, if we can start getting some resources, we could potentially get, a real vehicle going that we could just drive out that way rather than trying to walk.
And or fly.
Yeah.
Just...
But I can do it, it just takes mental strain.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, a vehicle.
You
I
have
feel
to
like
watch where you're going a little bit more.
Yeah.
Well, I guess let's find out how much a vehicle costs. We can spend our wad here and make more money in Arsno.
Wait, how much? Wait, you have money? How much money did you get, by the way?
Oh, sorry. Yes. Something. What did he say? 43,000 credit. I don't know how much that is.
Is that a lot?
I have no idea.
Just gonna compare with price. Like, so
Look
this poor
at the price tags on them.
Yeah. So I feel really bad for this guy in front of me because I'm not talking to him at all, but I'm staring at him for like 2 solid minutes, and then I'm just gonna like start
He
walking.
actually
down.
seems totally unbothered by it. He actually gets out like a harmonica and starts playing it.
Nice.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Okay.
That's the
I
best.
take that back, Rudge. So I ignore you for like 3 minutes while I listen.
All right. I'm like, hello.
Ah, yeah.
All right. I just like I have GPS on Willow, so I'm just gonna come get her, or I'm not. I'm gonna go to her.
But I assume that you guys are both in the store.
I went walking around like a bazaar.
Oh, okay. So you were walking further down the street.
Yeah.
Then. All right.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna-
so you show up there.
I'm gonna like look around at the different items and compare prices to see if like 43,000's a lot because I have no idea.
So yeah, these guns, they vary in price, obviously, based on how big they are and how fancy. Most of the like normal sized guns are somewhere in the range of like 10 to 20,000 credits.
What kind of guns are they?
Like probably like 5 to 20,000 credits. So like some of the lighter pistols are pretty.
Rudge, you don't have to come here. I'll just video this to you.
But
I'm probably still on the way anyway.
yeah, it's like revolvers and like shotguns.
That's what they are?
Like railgun style shotguns.
Okay, so I'm like, oh my god. And we have one of those monster something double rifle rail things. We'll just
the
sell
biggest
that
gun is they have an automatic grenade launcher.
Yeah.
Which is pretty large. That is 80,000 credits.
Oh.
So
yeah, I think in trade value we have enough to get a vehicle. After looking around.
All right. Feel free to buy anything you'd like, by the way, Rudge. I have no need for the money, so use it as you see fit.
Well, I did see this. Well, okay, first of all.
Totally just purchased a statue of himself. Just floating around behind him.
It's perfect so that you can hit yourself or hit people with you.
Yes.
Exactly.
The statue or something.
Would I be able to, or no, can we, yeah, with all the components and stuff we have, we'll be able to make drones now?
You should be able to make some stuff.
A couple, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, so yeah.
Not like an army, but you had to have
No.
a hand.
I want a very minimal, like that, like what I had brought up on probably.
Oh yeah, like a little scanner.
Yeah, a little scanning mapping drone.
Yeah.
Slash
I mean,
tiny little recon.
I mean, my Watcher drones, which are the pilot defense ones I mentioned before, with like the little like ball turret on the front.
Mm-hmm.
Those work pretty good for that, and like they only cost 22 pounds of metal and 7.5 pounds of components, so we can make a couple of those for sure.
Yes, perfect. That's what I mean. I want so from Avengers, Falcon or whatever, his little guy, his little bird.
Yeah, I mean it's like 18 inches wide, 18 inches long, so
okay.
it's not tiny.
Yep. All right. So yeah, I was going for something small. I'll just float down caves and hallways and whatnot, and or scouting. But yeah, so perfect. We can make those eventually. I don't need to buy any. No, I'm good. Maybe I'll buy some cooking equipment or something.
Radio silence as well is like, you're weird. Like in her head, she's just like, strange mammals.
Cooking things.
I'd go to like Outfitters and buy like stuff to boil water in and stuff to, I don't know.
The place that has like by a long shot the most stuff is the Holloway. Whatchamacallit?
Yeah, the one place there.
Outfitters. Yeah, go back.
Yep.
Most of the others, like you go into the store, it has some stuff, but not nearly as much as like the variety. And also Holloway's is cheaper.
Yeah, so I would go to Holloway's for my random stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, pretty much any sort of like camping, adventure, survival stuff, they have it.
Okay, but before I go there, like that's for later then. Since I look around, I don't see any cooking equipment here. I'm like, well, nothing I want to buy. So, shall we start trading and purchase a vehicle, Willow?
Oh yeah, I gotta finish my conversation with this guy first. I kind of left him.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna walk around. In this store.
You're in Bandito Arms as well?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Headed over. Sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds like me and my companion here may make a trip out that direction at some point. About how often do your runners usually check in?
Well, they come through once a year, make the loop. It's pretty long trip from out there. They usually head down the Rio Grande and head through here and then back up north into Coalition territory. Gotta be a little bit careful up there, because it's technically illegal drug or gun running, but whatever. Those Coalition types, they got sticks up their butts.
So I've heard. All right.
And then loop around back through the Colorado baronies and then back through New Durango. Takes quite a while, so only come around a year, but bring plenty of supplies, so enough to restock the store for a good while.
How late are they?
And they are about a month late at this point. And,
how often? Like, is that like worryingly late, or is that just like, shit happens late?
Well, it could be either. Normally they're pretty reliable, a couple weeks at most. It's starting to get more into the stage where we're not really expecting them to head around this year, Sometimes things happen, like I said, and they don't come through. It's not good for the company, but what can you do?
That makes sense. Not everything's in your control.
Yep.
Well,
especially out the west.
Are you the regional manager of this location, or are you just a part-time worker?
Who's right? I am the regional manager.
I'm gonna ask him if he minds if I take a picture of him and then get his name and stuff, so that way if I head that way, I have credentials to give to them.
The name's Dwight.
Dwight Schrute. Assistant to the regional manager.
Oh, he's the regional manager here.
Oh yeah. So it's after the final season.
Yeah. The turned from a paper company into a gun runner.
Perfect. Yeah, so I'll just get a picture of him if he doesn't mind, and then all right, well, we'll head that way at some point. I don't know when exactly, but it's in my interest to travel around this general area, so it's good to know there's more out that way.
Well, good luck. Hope you don't die.
Yeah, quite resilient.
Well, you better be if you're going out that way.
Hey, Rudge, over the headsets. Where do you think we could sell that gear that we found? Do you think a place like this? I'm not one for bartering too often.
I've done a bit, going planet to planet with the intergalactic currency doesn't always hold. So I've had to
cut Rudge off and ask this guy if he does trade-ins or buys weapons or anything.
Oh, yeah, sure. We do trade-ins. Used is accepted, of course, with a reasonable markdown in price.
I feel like you will be better at judging proper pricing, Rudge.
I'm almost there. I don't know, am I almost there?
Yeah, sure.
Just come in with the big ass box.
Yep.
I leave your box outside. The door is definitely not big enough to go
No,
Yeah.
I leave the box outside.
to this place.
And I can't bend metal, so it's
Yeah, it's just
Confused that you didn't bring it in.
it doesn't fit. And I can only shrink so much.
Fair enough. So Rudge, this is Dwight. Dwight, this is my companion Rudge. Oh, by the way, my name's Willow.
howdy. Ah, nice to meet you. That's a pretty name.
Thanks. That's why I picked it.
Oh, her, yes.
Rudge. Oh, pretty name.
Well, when he said it, I agreed. I'm like, oh, her.
You're like, yes, Rudge is very pretty.
Yes. It is a noble name, obviously.
Of course. Highly esteemed.
Reminds me of dirt for some reason. Rudge.
So does this planet. Yeah, I know. I love that name. I don't know where it came from. It's like Rudge. Yeah.
Good man.
I was told you are a trader.
Well, sure am.
Business good?
Yeah, well, I can't complain.
Who'd listen, right? I've heard that before.
Uh-huh. So, you folks interested in buying anything, or you just looking to trade in, like you mentioned, Willow?
Mostly just trade in, as far as I know, unless there's something that Rudge sees as he's eyeing up the automatic grenade launcher.
Yeah, what you got?
We have a few assortments of gear and weaponry and equipment.
He takes out this pair of spectacles that has those little sort of magnifying lens flippy things.
Yeah, you got like the ones for miniature painting.
Yep.
After I'd be walking up and down the aisles and checking prices.
Yep. Yeah, and you'd see a similar thing to Willow's. It ranges from 5,000-6,000 to 20,000 for most small arms, and then larger stuff is more expensive. Up to the grenade launcher, which is 80,000. I think that's the biggest gun they have. It's mostly small arms.
Right.
They've got a rail gun and a grenade launcher, the auto grenade launcher.
Okay, what's the rail gun? Is that a small arm or is that
It's not a small arm. It's a rail gun. But
I guess
see, you need a supernatural or a PS of 20 or higher to use it.
I'm not wanting to use it. I'm wanting to.
The price is 52,000 credits.
Okay, just so I kind of have. Because what's that big boss gun we have?
Oh yeah, we need to figure out what that thing actually does. The frickin'.
Oh, the particle rifle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it's particle rifle. That's mounted or?
No, it's handheld. It's on the heavier end of handheld. It's 21 pounds, so it's it's a chunky rifle.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
what was the
a normal person can fire it.
That was out of the guy that was fucking us up. Okay, what about the big thing that was down the hallway?
Oh, I totally forgot to put that gun on here.
Yeah, because I would take that, even if
That
I had
one-
to shrink it.
It was damaged because Willow melted the barrel.
Just the barrel?
Nope. I just mirrored the trigger.
Yeah.
Melted the trigger. Okay, so it's still a little bit damaged, not significantly so, but yeah. Let me check what that was.
Because
that
that was what basically I was gonna do a straight up trade that for a vehicle.
Okay, I'd have to look up the price of that real quick, which I can do.
Because it really has no value to Rudge other than components, and I figure a vehicle at the moment is more kind of in the practical need.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
I mean, granted, we could put that on a vehicle, but Rudge doesn't know that it would be super awesome to Mad Max it.
Can't find.
I would just put fucking 0 on it anyway, unless Willow would be the shooter.
No, Willow is not proficient. I mean, she could do things like that, but
Yeah, and I'm not either.
like she's good with weapon systems and stuff, but like she's primarily a robot and power armor kind of weapon systems person.
Gotcha.
That's actually like an actual weapon.
Yep.
I think that's actually heavy energy weapons, which she's not proficient in.
Oh well, then yeah, neither is 0, so he would just be just firing.
Yep. And unfortunately, on the back of vehicles, I think you can only do wild shots while it's moving, so it's like a shitty ass roll, anyways.
Yeah, so fuck it, trade it. I don't care.
Yeah, like if you're stationary, it's fine, but if you're actually driving, it's garbage trying to shoot people.
Oh my god, but I think it would be awesome for us to pull a fucking Hank Pym. I could shrink it down. Oh, like Ant-Man.
Oh yeah.
I shrink it down, carry it around. Oh, hello. Plop it right in front of us.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
Just wreck whatever's in front of us.
Your pocket cannon.
Pocket cannon.
Is it the NGP7, or are you talking about, or is it the big gun you're looking at the price for?
Yeah, I'm looking for the big gun. The I wrote what the particle lens is. It's the NGP7 for the.
Is the mounted gun? Is it just like a railgun, or what is it?
It's a laser, like a big vehicle laser that they drag down there. I'm trying to find the right
one
thing for it.
So so what I would do is I do like a little slideshow of pictures of all our gear. And since he's got the glasses on and everything, I'm like, here,
Yeah, you got the pictures.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I leave that for last.
And then bloop.
And then I see his reaction for that, for the I definitely am watching his reaction on the things that were dangerous. Like the big gun, the particle gun. And yeah, you can finish. I'm just letting you know.
Right. Let's see. We're just looking at an equivalent for probably about as much as a big railgun.
I think that's what a lot of, I don't know if the Rift's book actually has the big mounted things, because they consider those basically railguns, or sometimes you have something else.
Yeah, I wrote it down the stats that I needed for it in my notes, and I can't find where I of course. The one that I didn't think about is the one that is gonna be the hardest to figure out.
Yeah, sorry.
Do you remember how much damage it did?
On my part. Yeah, it's a I don't know. D6 times 10.
Yeah, if it's D6 times 10, you probably just use stats for a railgun.
Yeah.
I think that's a generic railgun. That's what I always did too.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't actually have M60 mounted guns.
Yeah, it was a month ago that I made that. So.
Yeah, because the NG202 railgun does 1d4 times 10.
Okay, yeah. So
that's on page 274 on the doc.
We'll just do.
So that's the bigger version too.
Okay, so yeah, this is a little bigger than that because it does more damage.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's gonna be your the NG202 super railgun. Does that have a price on it, or part of the power armor?
power armor, so it probably doesn't have an actual price.
Oh, of course not.
No, that's the problem with it. That's why, like before, when we were designing robots for
None
Willow
of
and
the
that.
beautiful weapons have any prices, of course.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I mean, of course, I need to see all this in person to verify its integrity. But you're looking at pretty good prices there. That one is, well, that's quite a piece. It's not exactly something that we usually buy, but I'm sure that we could work something out.
Oh,
Now,
sure we can.
I have to ask, did you acquire this merchandise as product of a salvage operation of some sort?
Insurance, recovery.
And the equipment was salvaged from those who no longer need it.
Correct.
Okay, well, I mean, that's not really a problem, but there is, of course, a reduced price that we have to buy that stuff for, just to, for logistical reasons. Yeah, we can still give you a pretty good price, though, for that big fella. Well, I'm saying you could probably get about, I could take it off your hands for about 100,000 credits. Or about. Enough to get yourself a nice Bandito Arms replacement.
And I'm like looking around.
And then some.
I kind of like, trying to do math, like genius math.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing if like that pans out to like how much he'll sell it for, that kind of thing. Possibly. Let us keep negotiating. How about the particle?
Yeah, 11,000 for that one. Assuming it's in reasonable condition.
Or the headset. Say Rudge, we may not want to sell that particle beam rifle. Those are kind of unique weapons. Might be worth bringing that one back to the base.
Alright, I just nod at his price. Alright, let us continue. Yeah,
Those are pretty small in terms of size, and they pack quite a punch for their size. That might be a good base defense weapon.
Yes.
The other stuff, the super laser pistols, buy those at 10,000 a piece. Apparently, they're a fairly not like a super common model around here, so they're fairly expensive because of that. And then the ion pistol, 4,000. And the other crappy laser weapons, those aren't really worth selling. Like he'll buy this at his scrap, but you're not going to get very much money from them. So you're probably better off just taking them apart and using them to build something else.
Okay. So 10K per little pistol, and what was the other thing?
The ion pistol, the other 4K for that. So 24K if you want to sell that stuff, and leaving out the particle beam rifle.
Okay.
Most of the weapons we weren't really expecting to get, so I'd be okay with whatever we got, personally.
So, I'm like, alright, sounds like a reasonable offer. You're obviously a businessman, I can't be taking food off your plate.
Of course.
Now,
Simple eye.
are you in the know of other prices around town for other goods?
Yeah, well, it depends on the goods, but I could probably point you in the right direction. If you're looking for affordable firearms, of course, you come to the right place.
Obviously. What I'm looking for, though, is a bit larger. More of a vehicle.
Yeah, vehicles. Well, actually, if you look down the road a little ways, there's a place called... it's one of the things that I said at the beginning here. The Wild Bronco Arena. They have it's kind of a joint management thing. Obviously, it's a rodeo and some fights and races and but they also got some vehicles. They do some racing. It's a pretty big establishment. There's some travel stuff you could buy there too. Their stock isn't super large, but they got what you need.
Well,
if you're looking for quality, rough and tumble sorts of stuff and get the job done.
Any idea how much those items cost?
Well, what you looking for, size-wise? Like
My
bike or
radio to Willow. How many occupants do we want in our vehicle?
Probably just us 2, 0, and then if I'm able to have time to create a drone, either a resting spot on top of the vehicle.
So like possibly a 4-seater with...
you get a little all-terrain ATV type thing. With a good electric engine. It costs you about $28,000. That's with none of the bells and whistles, mind you.
And that would suffice to get to travel across this land.
Yeah, it depends on how brave you are. There are monsters out there that
yes, but it
could eat
would
one of these things in a single bite,
but it can traverse the logistical terrain.
Oh, certainly.
Might be a better question for the car people.
The Bandito
I don't know that.
crew, our runners, we mostly ride in more heavily set up APCs and the like. But,
how much is one of those?
I don't know if you'll be able to find anything like that for sale up there. And
how about from you?
I don't have anything like that. If I had to guess a ballpark range, you're probably looking at upside well, for a real shit one, maybe 600,000 credits.
Holy shit.
Yeah, well, they're armored military vehicles, so not like they're in large supply around here.
Well,
it's for those looking to give them up.
All right. That all makes sense. Thank you for your knowledge. I believe I will accept your offer of the guns. I will, however, have to hold back on the particle weapon.
I
believe it could be of more use than the credits.
No skin off my behind.
Now, the large rifle, or the large weapon.
Yeah.
I don't suppose you have a means of transport. It is quite big.
Yeah, I mean, you bring it in, put it in a box in here for me. Otherwise, I can get it off there. I got some stuff.
All right, here we go. So yeah, I'd be like, just go back, go out to the pinata.
Retrieve the stuff from the pinata without too much problem.
Yep.
Might get some weird looks of people walking by with you, like sort of sifting through the hole that you just like peel open from this seamless dome of metal. But yeah, you can retrieve it and sell this stuff without too much problem. If you want to do that.
Yeah, let's get rid of the stuff we don't need.
So you're gonna sell the big gun and both the pistols, or all three of those good pistols?
I think so. I don't need any other weaponry unless we want.
Oh, I did forget, Willow. You broke the ion, the particle beam rifle. Now you should be able to fix it without too much issue because you can do that, but it is currently unoperable.
Yep, and that's how I'd rather have it.
Yeah.
Can you fix the trigger on the big gun?
Yes, absolutely. All I did was basically jam it, so...
Melt it out of the way a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, would we rather have ion pistol components than 4K? Because 4K is a drop in the bucket, and it seems ion pistol might be a good thing to have.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could keep the ion pistols. How many of those did we get? Just the one?
Yep.
Yeah,
why don't we just keep it?
The super laser pistols, which had the underbarrel grenade launcher.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, either way, I like an ion pistol. That sounds cool.
Yeah, I mean, you can take anything you want. Like I said, I don't care one way or another. So if there's anything that you want, feel free to take it.
I just like having stuff because like when we run into randos, I can have bartering tools.
Yep.
Because everyone needs medical attention. I guess I could shoot them and then, look, you need medical attention. Let's barter.
Oh my god. So
I'll go ahead of you and injure people, then you come in behind and save them.
Yes, nailed it.
We're setting up like the old Ponzi scheme.
A fairly, it's a pretty lightweight, small pistol with a scope, detachable scope on it. It's got 2 settings, 2d4 or 3d6 mega damage.
2d4, 3d6, detached scope.
10 shots per magazine. Here, I can just...
I'm writing it all down.
It's in the Rift's Ultimate Edition if you want to get the full bells and whistles. It's the NG57 Northern Gun heavy duty ion blaster.
Okay, cool. How many mags? Just the one?
Yes.
You want to roll a d10? See how many are in it? That's what I do in zombies.
Sure. Yeah.
It seems legit.
7 shots.
Cool. Alright, tits. I say, hey, how about you throw in a mag for this ion pistol?
He kind of looks at it as like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Thanks, buddy.
It's like real cheap, so doesn't matter.
Awesome.
Which laser pistol did you get? The NG33?
NG57.
Okay, I'm gonna copy the stats for you. Or did you already get it?
Oh no, I didn't get it.
It's right here.
I thought Ben put it somewhere too, but
I mean, it's in the.
But then I didn't because I decided that.
No, it's because it doesn't really matter. I was writing most of it down.
Yeah, there you go. That is the one.
Ben has my master DM sheet on Google Docs, so he has.
Oh yeah, you could just copy it from there. Yeah, I was looking at it in the book because I'm in the equipment section.
Yep.
But I also have that part open.
That's what I normally do, but then I literally just clicked over and I'm like, oh hey, it's right where I'm staring. So
Yep.
Here you go.
There it is. Yeah.
Actually, that reminds me. Do you have any grenades? We actually should probably get some of those. I know you seem to be a gun guy, but do you carry any grenades?
Well, let me just check the old back.
Let me check my dice. See how they're feeling.
Back of the store. Let's see. Just look real quick to see if.
What the fuck? Heavy plasma cannons.
I mean, they definitely have some kinds of grenade. They have an automatic grenade launcher as one of their things, so that kind of grenade. But I assume that you're looking for throwable, more single-use things. Yep, they sure do. They got plenty of grenades.
So I was just looking. They have like the plasma grenade. Willow could literally just hold that and ignite it on herself, and she's immune to it, and it just fuck everyone else
Oh my
up.
god.
That'd be pretty cool.
They probably don't have as many of those. Let me just see how
I was
many.
just like looking as I was just like browsing this. I'm like, oh yeah, plasma grenade. I totally forgot that's a thing. I could just do like a burst attack. Like how to ruin someone's day.
Okay, they've got 6 plasma grenades. And then
Shopping.
other kinds of grenades, they have fragmentation, they've got 20. And then light,
Yeah, light high
light and
explosive.
heavy, high explosive, there's about 10 of each of those. 10 smoke grenades.
So Rudge, they're between two. Well, okay, I check it. His price is similar to the.
Yeah, prices are the same as on there.
So around 250 to 350. Do you think we should grab any grenades just as a backup?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Explosions are always a good deterrent, if not a distraction.
Why don't we just grab like 2 of each?
I'd say 3 of each.
Okay, I'm good at that.
All right. So what's the math? 350 times
I can-
a bunch.
Are they the same, Ben, or should you?
Yeah,
wanna
they're
do math?
the same prices as
I'll just do the math here. I'll do it, and then I'll put in our sheets. That way we have it, so we don't have to talk back and forth. You guys can talk. I'll do the math and stuff.
Alright.
Cool.
That works.
And I'm so far I'm keeping track of all money spent, but so far it's been barter, and we've.
Yeah, I mean, once you get a final price, you can throw it up on the forces and equipment page, just so you remember it for later.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, it's changing. It's
Yeah,
fluctuating rapidly right now. So.
Yes, exactly. So I haven't done anything.
Total is 3,225.
3,225.
You get 3 of each kind.
Yeah, minus the smoke. Do you want smoke? I don't want
No.
smoke. Do you want? Okay.
They're not very useful.
They would only
Yeah.
be in a very specific, very specific.
Yeah.
Yep.
Most things have enhanced vision, so not everything, but most. Anything that you are worried about hurting you.
Why am I throwing this on Discord? I could put it on our equipment sheet. Duh.
Or wait, what? Oh, you're putting the grenades.
Yeah, I forgot we have our note for our equipment sheet.
You got your little
Yep.
We have a thing for it.
forces and equipment.
I don't know if we're gonna be pack rats or not, so I'm not gonna do what I usually do on our equipment.
The massive loot matrix.
Yeah, weapons, armor, gear, medicine, random loot, fucking special,
our-
magic.
Eternal Sun was the best for that. But
Oh my god.
freaking Excel sheet with all the loot on it.
hmm And like every time someone new would come into the game, they'd read that, and be like, what? Why are you holding on to a jar of nails? Or something random like that. Do I see cans of sand on here?
Yep. We're in a desert.
Hey, you never know when we won't be.
Special sand.
It's special sand. Oh my god, it was so the most ridiculous shit. And it started with a door.
I mean, that is the way to make hoarders in games. You just you have literally nothing to start with, so you're like, oh, so valuable, everything.
Everything.
Must keep it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, like all right. We would literally have quests to get more ways to carry all our stuff. All right, we need a truck, we need a vehicle, we need a trailer, we need we just kept getting things to
Survival games. That's what's fun.
Yeah, it was definitely a survival game.
Absolutely. It was great.
All right, so yeah, you can buy grenades. Do you want anything else from Bandito Arms? They've got they've got the railgun, grenade launcher, smaller railgun.
I don't need anything else, but if you do,
No, I don't.
Shotgun revolver.
A shotgun revolver.
Yep.
Does it do MDC?
I feel like Ben literally made this shop just to entice Mike.
Yeah, maybe.
No, this isn't DM and Rudge. This
It
is
doesn't
Ben.
do very much MDC, but it does do MDC.
A shotgun revolver. I mean, Rudge isn't even a gun guy, but that intrigues him.
Intrigued.
It's a revolver that fires shotgun slugs.
Obviously. No, that's fine. I'm like, this all looks neat. But,
It doesn't do very much damage, but it has a lot of like kinetic impact. It also has a lot of recoil.
oh, if you had a potato gun, I'd be interested.
Kicks like a wild stallion.
Yeah.
Potato.
A potato
It's a-
gun? No, they don't have a potato gun.
It's a tuber.
No, I was talking like Willow would be like, "What's a potato?"
No, that's what Rudge says. It's a
tuber.
tuber.
What's that?
Oh, so it's like a torpedo, basically.
Yes. What?
Vegetable torpedo.
You launch a thing out of a tube using an accelerant.
Yes.
That's a torpedo.
Yes, indeed. I need a torpedo gun.
That'd be a rocket launcher.
Well, not necessarily.
Well, I'm afraid we don't have anything like that. Our automatic grenade launcher's the heavy weapon in Bandito Arms, so...
So, do you know what I am speaking of, though? A cylindrical tube that would just launch what have you out of its barrel. With
Yeah, some kind of like, air pressure doodad.
Yeah, an air cannon.
I cannot say where you'd find such a thing.
I'll have to create one. All right.
Super genius level engineer with you.
I know. I said, well, looks like we'll just have to make one. No business for you today.
It'll probably be better than anything you can buy.
Yep. I was just trying to give them some business.
No, yeah, they don't have potato guns.
All right then.
That's
Well,
not a normal way of fighting people. For normal people,
Like, just imagine a Rifts campaign where you're not using real weapons. You can't buy any real weapons. You have to just make weird shit. So basically, everyone's running around with a junk jet.
yeah. It's like, oh, what did they bring? They brought a potato gun. They're firing potatoes at the demons.
Hey.
Okay, I mean, it doesn't do anything, but they're confused now.
I shoot this teddy bear at them at high speeds. It does nothing.
On fire.
What? Bullshit.
Yeah.
Hey, and the potatoes are silver potatoes.
Well, that might do it something against vampires.
There we go. Willow will just walk around with a boiling pot of like silver or something and just dip
Yeah.
stuff in it and put it in there and shoot it.
Perfect.
Oh my god, we could actually make that work.
Yep.
Oh my god! If you treated the inside so it didn't like stick to the inside of the barrel, you could have like a silver flamethrower metal.
Oh yeah,
Awesome.
That's
liquid silver.
hardcore
It's
and
over.
very expensive to fire.
I just want to point out we could make awesome vampire hunters.
Yeah. But that's for a minute. That's just for later.
Yep.
I think if Rudge went down to Vampire Town, he'd be scared a little bit. Be like, this is a little bad. This is a little bad. I think we should run. And then they'd keep up, and then he'd be like, oh, this is still bad.
Oh dear.
I do
Alright.
my fucking stuff, my gravity wells, and they'd supernatural strength through it, and I'd be like, oh my god, now I'm pissing.
Alright, so do you guys, you want to go buy a car?
Yes.
Or not a car, but a vehicle.
Yep.
I mean,
You know, just like a Honda Civic.
Yep.
yeah. Can I just buy like a Geo Metro?
Thank you, Dwight, for the deals and the.
Yeah, you bet you come back anytime.
It's been very helpful.
Possibly. It seems we are heading out of town.
Ah, well, good luck. Hope you don't die.
Same to you.
Me too.
Seems to be what a lot of people say around here.
Yeah.
A lot of people seem to expect us to die, so.
Well, I think they expect everyone to die. We are exceptional. They don't realize it.
That is true.
Alright, on we go. With
Alright.
our giant pinata of items.
Over to the Wild Bronco Arena.
Mhm.
Probably gonna shrink that box down so it's a little bit smaller, not a bunch of junks out of it.
Yeah, so that place is over like a ways off. Okay, yeah, the big cannons is out of that. It shrinks it down a little bit. Although most of it was like the computer stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
So it's still fairly large, but
yeah.
yeah. So the arena, it has like a big sort of garage area, and then there's like an area for the like racing and betting and stuff. And there's quite a lot of people around.